Hello, hello, hello. Hey, 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 Nin Crochet. Hey, beautiful. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, 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 y'all. Hey, hey, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in. I hope y'all had a lovely Tuesday. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, Mommy 39. Okay. Hey, I'm Blessed Stone. Oh, thank you. Hey, Lavon. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hope y'all are having a lovely Tuesday. Long time no see, Lavon. Hey, Sherry. I'm good. How are you, Queen? Stances, yes. Hey, hey. I was actually supposed to come on last night with Carol, but I got caught up doing something else and I just completely lost track of time. My phone died. It was just a whole bunch of stuff that went on. So I am on today because just with the fairness of it all. You okay? Hey, beautiful. I am doing well. I am just trying to make it through the week. Have not an actual day off, but the kids are out of school on Friday, so that is I don't have to wake anybody up to get ready. So that's like I guess I'll say a half day off for me. Even though I still have to work the full day, but I don't have to wake anybody up and cook breakfast and do all of that jazz. So it'll be a half a day off for me. I get to stay in the bed a little longer than I normally would. Y'all having a good week. I know we just one day in the week, but I'm trying to stay positive. I really am. I've been just trying to keep up abreast school starting, and so it is just a lot of moving pieces with that. So just trying to get back into the swing of things. Seem like seems like it is just whizzing by. Before you know it, it will be fall break, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. Before you know it, so I'm just trying to keep abreast of everything. Hey, look, I hope I hope I don't mispronounce your name. LaGregia. LaGregia. I hope I pronounced it. If I didn't, I am so sorry. Hey, hey, I would recognize your name. Okay, you came from Leonica channel. Well, welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, I'm busy on the holidays, especially Thanksgiving. That is our time to host, so we are always busy. on Thanksgiving and during the Thanksgiving holiday. So that's my big time. I'm actually planning for Thanksgiving right now. So that is another story. So I'm always doing something. I need to stop, but I'm just blessed to be able to do something. So I guess I'll just call you L. Okay, thank you. Okay. I appreciate you coming over, Queen. Thank you so much. For all of you who are new, or if you're not new and this is your first time here, welcome. I appreciate you for coming. I am Tangi. Carol is my business partner. Together, we are two chicks with a side hustle. We post work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So today we're going to do our normal lives. We talk about a lot of different side gigs and side hustles. But I sometimes do these lives to help people who are having trouble with their resumes, who are who have questions, but don't know where to start or don't know a strategy to follow for your resume. I do a strategy that I think works fine. There have been people who do the strategy that come on the channel. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm blessed. Don't have a great night, Queen. And that strategy has been working. So, if you have any questions about your resume, if you are new and you are needing advice on how to format a resume, how to come up with a resume, if you currently have a resume and you have questions about it not passing the applicant tracking system, if you're not getting any callbacks from your resume, let me know. We can go through some tools. I can answer questions. I can help you out as far as if you are having trouble, or if you're having trouble on, things to say on your resume or bullet points to make, or how you can phrase different things. I won't actually do the resume, but we can go through and have a conversation or back and forth about what can help you better. Hey, Stephanie, I'm still on us. So what is your, where are you falling short at? Where's the gap at on what you are trying to prepare? Because, there comes the point where you can get a template online. You can Google resume template. You can get templates from Microsoft Word. You can get templates from Google Docs. So there are all ways you can get a template from a resume. So let's take Google Docs for instance, and I'll pull up Google Docs here and share my screen. So share screen here. And okay, so you can see here that Google Docs has all types of templates for like resumes. You can go up here and you can see that there is a template for a resume. There are several templates. They have all kinds of templates. You could come up here and just type in search and it'll give you resume templates, or it will give you my resume template, what I've searched for. But you can actually search for a new, document. I think you can hit here, and I forgot how to do it, but I know it's a way you can search the templates that you have, that you're able to search different templates. Oh, here it goes, template gallery. And you can just look at the list they have resume templates that they have available. They have all different types of templates. If you're looking for other things, if you're looking for other things that you need a template for, Google Docs offers all this. This is comparable to Microsoft Word. So if you are having trouble coming up with the template, you can just click there and it'll format the template for you. Now, if that will be the first step. If you cannot get a template off of off of anywhere else. So if you don't have a resume at all, the first thing to do would be grab a template from offline. You can get these anywhere. You can, not anywhere, but you can get them from Google Docs. If you have Microsoft Word, you can even Google resume templates. Someone has a downloadable copy for you, and they come in all different types. You can have, this one is pre-filled. It doesn't have any information on it. It has your Latin verbiage that's typical with IT type stuff. So you would actually have to go in and fill this in yourself. They do have resumes where it's prefabbed, where it has some fictitious information, and you can use that. One of the things I used to do was Google the type of resume I wanted. So I would get a resume. So I would type in, say for instance, resume for a person who is looking for a customer service job. And I would look at that resume and I would find one, pull it up. Let's just take this one. Well, you can't see that one. I'll share this screen. And so let me share the screen. So I would just take it and I would Google things, and I would look at what other people were putting on their resumes just to give me an idea of the type of things that I can use. No, it is not going to be exactly the same. No, all the things that this person, whoever Octavio Silva is, did put on their resume, I am not going to have everything on there, but it can give me an idea of things that I can say or things that I maybe have done that they have done also. It'll give me, instead of having to think of things to say, I can go Google or, look at other people's resume and kind of get an idea of things that I can say on my resume. So, those are the type of things I would do, because if I am not good at writing resumes, I'm going to need some type of help. And if I don't want to go out on a limb and pay anyone, which I don't think you have to do that, I want to make sure that I'm including everything. So I'm going to knock out all the stops, is what I say. So I will go in and look for a resume of someone who done customer service, and I will look it over and see if anything that I have done related to their resume, maybe I can use one or two of the bullet points and use the things that I have done. So don't be afraid to look at other things as an example, as an inspiration for your resume. I always say you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can use parts of other people's wheel to build your own. I'm not saying use everything, but you can embellish what you need to do for yourself. Okay? I hope you feel better. I'm blessed on. Okay, so Stephanie, so if you have ever used ChatGPT, that is a good thing to use ChatGPT for. So I'll pull up Chat. And so I'm gonna pull up Chat. Okay. So I'm going to say, and let's say I'm going from fry cook to customer service. and I want to know the transferable skills between working, well, I'll just say working at McDonald's and working at a customer service position that is not food service. So what I would do, I would say, hey, can you give me the transferable skills from working at McDonald's as a crew member to working at Chase Bank as a customer service rep. So it's gonna give you the transferable skills. The transferable skills is customer service and communication. And so at McDonald's, the transferable skills you did were greeting customers, taking orders, handling customers politely. That is the way you use customer service at McDonald's. At Chase, it would be listening carefully to customer needs, explaining financial products, resolving issues. Those were the transferable skills. So the transferable skill could be clear, professional, and empathetic, communication in fast-paced environments. So those are the type of transferable skills you would use in your resume to go from McDonald's to Chase Bank. And this is just what I came up with. Problem solving under pressure. Your transferable skills will be staying calm, identifying issues quickly, providing solutions. For teamwork and collaboration, because they're going to list these for the Chase Bank job. These are going to be some of the transferable skills that you need to have. So your transferable skills for teamwork and collaboration will be working well in diverse teams to deliver consistent service. That can be your actual bullet point for your McDonald's position. I work well with others, with diverse teams to deliver consistent service. For transferable skills for attention to detail and accuracy, it has provided precision and reliability in handling sensitive transactions and orders. You have to come up with the way to use the transferable skills that they give you. So if you're going from McDonald's to Chase Bank, these are the type of things that you would put on your resume, because it shows that you have done the things that Chase Bank is asking for. Does that help, Stephanie? Oh, thank you, Miss Vanita. How are you, Queen? So then it says, and so chat asked you, would you like me to rewrite your McDonald's experience as resume bullet point list? And you can put yes. And it's going to give you, those are your bullet points. Those are the things that you will need for transferable skills if you were going from McDonald's to Chase. So Stephanie, what are you trying to transfer to? Give me that. Give me where you trying to transfer to, and I can put it in chat and I'll help you out that way. What are you trying to actually do? So if you're not familiar with what I'm doing, if you are in one industry and you want to go to another, or if you are in one job and you want to go to another job, say I worked at McDonald's and now I want to go be a customer service rep at Chase Bank. Well, there are certain skills that I have that will transfer over to being a customer service rep, just like I showed you. There are certain skills. So you want to do, you already have customer service. So I can ask Jen and say, what is it? Rent survey. Okay. And I may have spelled it wrong. And I've spelled it wrong. So I'm going to say, chat, can you give me the transferable skills from fast food in a grocery store to a rent surveyor at Yardi Matrix? And it's going to give it to you. Right? And it's going to say, hey, you want a bullet point list? Yes, I do. So, Stephanie, did you communicate professionally with diverse customers daily, resolving concerns with patience and courtesy as a fast food crew member or a grocery store associate? Did you enter high volume orders and transactions accurately into point of sale systems, maintaining speed and precision under pressure? So, you can get chat to do the things for you and put it in a way that is tailored for you. If you already have a resume, you can copy the bullet points in and say, hey, chat, put these as transferable skills. I am trying to get a job at wherever you're trying to get a job at. Did that help, Stephanie? With chat, you have to be detailed, or with any AI tool, you have to be detailed in order to get detail out. You have to be precise if you want precision back. So I can't just say, hey, give me a resume for customer service. Okay, it's going to give me general customer service, but I say, hey, I have a job description for such and such company. Here's the job description. Please create my resume based on this job description. So it's all about how you ask it. So Stephanie, you would come here. So this is what I would do. I would copy this whole thing into a Google Doc. So okay. So I will copy it maybe here. And this is not the right format, so don't worry about it. But I will paste it here and tailor it to what I need. Now, if I didn't do any of this, or if it was not, didn't pertain to me, I would take it out and then maybe go in and say, hey, I did such and such. Maybe I was the best, handled the customers in the most timeliest fashion. Then I would go back to chat and say, hey, can you put, I handle customers 5 minutes better than everybody else. Can you put that as a bullet point on my resume? So are you having trouble placing the stuff on your resume, formatting the resume, or are you having trouble coming up with the things to say on your resume? Okay. So placing, I would actually just get a template. I would do a template. So you won't have to come up with placing and stuff. So go back to the original template. Let me undo a lot of this. So here is the original template. I would go in and fill my stuff in, fill it in. And if you can't get it by copying and paste it from ChatGPT, I would just type all of it here. Just type it freehand. So I would take this. If I couldn't get it to format correctly in the template, I would just type it in myself. And I would go in, and this is formatted in the exact way you need it to be. So you just need the month and the year that you worked. Then you would need the company name, where it was located, and your job title, and as many bullet points as you need. Usually I would not go 10 years back. 10 years is my cutoff. I would cut it off. And for me, if the position does not require a college degree, I don't put it on there. If it doesn't require any advanced degrees, I don't put it on there. So you can, for the work placing, you can do a template. For the wording, you can do ChatGPT. And it, again, you have to be precise. You have to be precise. You can't just go in there and say, hey, give me something for something, because it's going to give you exactly what you asked for. If you want it to give you a blue crayon with a pink end, you're going to have to say, hey, Chat, I need you to give me a blue crayon with a pink end. You have to be specific. Okay. But you can also have Chat to create your resume as a stay-at-home mom, because as there are skills that you have as a stay-at-home mom that does transfer into the real world. And you can put that in chat too. Any other questions? And don't be afraid to ask ChatGPT. Don't be afraid to ask ChatGPT. Oh no, that's okay, Stephanie. The only way you'll learn is if you ask questions. I am a big proponent of questions, so don't ever feel bad for that. But if you get down in it and do the work, the more you do it, the more you will understand how this document tells your story. And it's never ending. It will never be a finite copy of your resume. For me, there's never a finite copy, meaning that is a copy that I am. Oh, okay. I have a son. He has Asperger's. He's 16. Okay. Well, Stephanie, don't ever feel bad for asking a question. But yes, so just think of it as a living and breathing continuous, something you're going to have to continuously update, because it is that you're never going to have. For me, I'll never have one final copy of my resume that I'll always send out, because there is always some type of change that needs to be made, change that you will do to the resume. Any more questions? So, how many people on here have a resume but don't hear back from interviews? And I know a lot of people don't want to don't want to a full excuse me don't want a traditional job. But for those who do, those who want to be better at resumes, um, if you have any questions, put them in there. How are you, Leonica? Any more questions? I don't think a lot of people get down with resumes a lot. I don't know. I don't either anymore. I did when I first started working in my career, but I don't do them like I used to do anymore because I have not looked for a job in a while. So I don't it was strictly phone mystery shop. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. And it was 75. Let me see. I think I know where that list is. 1 second. And it was strictly phone shop, mystery shop phone. Let me see. I know Yardy Matrix is on there, and that's mystery shop. Hmm. Number 24. Oh, call center QA. Yeah, they pay $5 a call. I can't remember if that's the one. Carol, no, I don't think she did that one. But I know other people have done that one um, and got paid. So I would try to say that's 1099. So that was a good one. Let's see. Let me look on our blog because it was. Did you look on the blog? There's a list of telephone mystery shop there. I don't know if all of them. Hold on. I don't know if all of them are still, but here's the list of telephone mystery shopping. So there's the list that from the blog that has the telephone mystery shopping. So if you are interested, you can check out those. And they may not always all have the telephone mystery shop, but they do have some telephone mystery shop. And again, mystery shop is a good way to pick up extra cash. So if you guys are looking for part-time positions and you have been you couldn't you are unable to find a part-time position, um, check out the side gigs and side hustles. They really do help in the meantime, in between time. They really do. Yeah, I would try. So I would try their winter survey. I think their winter survey comes about in January. So I would try their winter survey, and I think it's in January, and because they have all seasons now. They do the fall. I mean, spring, winter, fall, summer. So yeah, I would try if you are interested. And Yardy Matrix is a good one. Carol and I both have done Yardy Matrix, as well as a few other people on the channel or in the community who have done Yardy Matrix. Are you looking for something 1099, Stephanie? Any more questions? Oh, okay. Yeah. I would say, and if you're not, if you're okay with um, talking to people, I would say try Cambly, because you can do that whenever you want, and that's the tutoring app, Cambly. But again, if you aren't comfortable with talking to people on video, I would say no. But it that is a good one. That is a good one. So, yeah. Oh, you think you'd be good at? It's not really tutoring. It's basically having just a conversation, just conversations, just everyday conversations. When we first started doing it, Carol gave the advice of writing 10 questions down on a piece of paper, and you would use those 10 questions as conversation starters. So basically, it's just basically trying to help someone um, um, you're trying to be friends with, basically. That's what it is. It's not really tutoring in the sense of tutoring. It is basically like having a conversation. So I don't think it's you know, that you should be afraid of it. But if it's not your thing, it is not your thing. Have you tried um like a shift smart or a shift off? It is one of those that you can log in and out whenever you want. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I could homeschool. A whole we did during COVID. Bless the teachers. That's all I got to say. Bless the teachers. I am not a teacher. But I used to tutor though, which is funny. I used to tutor kids, and I didn't like it, but now I don't know. I think as I got older, my patience grew thinner. Any more questions? I don't think I sent my thing yet. No. Any more questions? Oh, okay. Oh, with the emails. Okay. Yeah. Schools do send a lot of emails. I got two in high school, so I get a bunch of them every day. Oh my goodness. But and it's like you get I was telling somebody you kind of get immune to the emails. Like you can't decipher which ones you really need to read from the ones you don't need to read. So yeah, that's my problem right now. So I may be missing out on important stuff, but it, my 15-year-old will tell me. My 16-year-old, he is not. My 15-year-old, he'll tell me if I'm missing something. So I know that sounds crazy to count on a 15-year-old to tell you, but if they want to do it, he'll tell me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Oh, okay. So she was putting it on you. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I be thinking sometimes I'm on the spectrum, which I probably am, but I think a lot of people are. They don't know. Then I found out today that women, a lot of women, if you were in school and you're in like gifted classes and things like that, if you were really smart, you were probably undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah. So that would be me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know though. Like I was talking to somebody at work today, and they were like, that you are not supposed to be constantly thinking about stuff. Like there is supposed to be a period of like quietness in your brain. And I'm like, really? I never have that. I'm always thinking about something. So like it's hard for me to sit and just not do anything. Like I'm always having to do something. And he said that wasn't normal. I'm like, really? Hmm. I don't know. I just always thought like women, we think about a lot of things because, and I read this, and this is scientifically proven that the synapses in women's brains cross hemispheres of the brain. So we can think about 50 different things at one time in the synapses on our brains. It crosses hemispheres. Um, and that's why we're good at multitasking, and that's why we're good at doing multiple things at one time. But in men, they have more action within the hemisphere, just within the one hemisphere. They don't have a lot of cross of the hemisphere, cross synapses when it comes to the brain. So they are good with focusing on things like that. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I want to know. I'm always thinking about something. So I think, like, I know who I was talking to, he was saying that it was like that for him. And so he was now, like, he had to go get his medication changed. And so now that he did, it's like, it's quiet. And I'm like, I think that would drive me crazy. I think that would drive me crazy because my brain is always not racing, but it's always thinking of stuff. And I think I would probably feel weird if that is not happening. I think I would. So yeah. But y'all didn't come in here and hear about my old crazy brain. So yeah. But I think that a lot of times we label and say, but it's just all a different way of perceiving the world. So I know my baby, he just learns different. So um, I can't he can't grasp when I teach him. So I find people who he can grasp with. So um, I just think it's just in different ways that we learn. And is it right or wrong? No, but it's never right or wrong. So, yeah. Any more questions? Has anyone applied for any jobs lately? Has anybody gotten any jobs lately? I know were talking about, I know, and a lot of, they were talking about college graduates, how they are having troubles finding jobs. Like, is it the Gen Zers? Is that it? The Gen Zers? I don't know. One of those gens that they were graduating from college and um, having trouble finding jobs. I know a lot of the jobs in my industry for college graduates are disappearing. So they do. So I do know, like in my field, I'm in IT. There is less jobs. Whereas like pre-pandemic, it was so many jobs for IT and things like that. But since the pandemic, no. And so I think since the invention of AI, so a lot of people like was worried about AI taking their job. Yeah. So I think like the tech industry will be the biggest hurt for that. Oh yeah, yeah. The girl next to me whose office is next to mine, she's our network admin. I couldn't. I like networking, but I only like the math part of networking, was figuring out the IP addresses, doing the hex codes and all that. Yeah, I like that part, but I didn't like. I didn't like the network part. I didn't like that. So that never was my thing. But I do have the certification. Oh, okay. What did you apply for, Tanya? Hey, Tanya. Hey, hey. Hey, Queen. And Tanya, do you use the keyword strategy on your resume? Oh, okay. I hate to hear that, Stephanie. So, if you guys are not hearing back for these positions, I would suggest taking a second look at your resume, maybe looking at the keyword strategy. And again, the keyword strategy is basically taking the keywords in the job description and making sure they are in your resume. So that is the keyword strategy. And if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the chat. And don't y'all forget, if you are looking for a great survey site, don't forget to check out EarnStar. I will put the link in the chat. One second. And put the link in the chat. EarnStar. He said, "Yeah, yeah. I think my son is too. I think when he was like, I think like 5, maybe 6, I came home from work and he had my TV hooked to his computer using it as a monitor. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I think he's probably gonna be tech too. Hey T, right? Okay, you had ChatGPT build your resume and I applied to health. So did you get, so Tanya, are you using the same resume to apply for each position? Y'all don't forget to check out EarnStar. You can play games or take surveys, earn extra cash. So make sure you check them out. Oh Lord. I said that damn the curve. He was going to, it's kind of like he walked up a large head. I tell people these spectrum kids, they be some serious. My son, he's been reading since he was like 2, maybe before then. I don't know. But I know for sure he was reading it too. He was reading. So I don't know. He used to read to his kindergarten class all the time. When his teacher didn't feel like it, he would read to him. Oh, okay. You change it for each job. So let me ask you, Tanya, another hint I always get is make sure you put some qualities that were good. And I'm gonna let me Google that resume I had again. Let's see. Um, I didn't mean to say Google customer service resume, but I'm gonna try to see if I can. Is this it? Example. No. Hold on. Let me find that resume again. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. Okay. So, and I'm gonna share my screen soon. So I can make this big. And it's probably not gonna show me now. Or hold on. Let me see. Can I make it bigger so you can see it? Okay. This may be. And I hate. Okay. This is a good one. I'm gonna share this. Okay. So Tanya, you see how it says like on this one, and this is I don't, and you tell me if you have this in your resume. Give some type of figure like grew existing customer counts by 29%, promptly handled an average of 80 customers complaints per day with 96% customer satisfaction. Give some things you did, some things that will highlight your performance, some numbers. I told my son one time we were talking about his resume, and I was telling him, I said, he was like, well, if I work in and he was working as a cashier at the time. And I was telling him, I said, he's like, well, when I run the U scan, they only use me. They only use me. But if it was if it was just any other regular person, they would need two people. So I said, okay, on your resume, you could say cut, what did I say? Cut employment cost by 50% when working UScan, things like that. So give some type of number. That's the best way I can say it to highlight your experience. So, so if you are, if you were a person and you could answer the calls 5% faster than anyone, highlight that. If you got customer service person of the month 5 times in a row, highlight that. Highlight some of your successes. Highlight some of the things that, if you were, like I said, employee of the month, if you were, if you did things, if you excelled at the job, add those things, because a lot of times that gives the employer a sense of, well, you are a little bit better than everybody else, or, they can tell with metrics. You can say with metrics that this is what I did. So, Tanya, I would say, if you are doing the keywords, if you're doing that, add some metrics. Add, if you answered the phone 25%, if you, like I told my son, if you were the only one in the self-checkout lane and they usually had 2 people and it was one, uh, um, add that. That is something. So, add some type of metrics to it and see what you get with that. Like I said, this is a breathing, living document. You're always going to try to see what you can do to make it stand out to the employer. So make a little changes and see will that work, Tanya. So I hope that helped. Any more questions? Hey, Angela, how are you? How are you? And again, if you are using the keyword strategy, you should be sending a different resume for each job position, because the keywords that you need to be using in your resume are in the job description, and each job description is different with different keywords. There are some, if you are in the same industry, if you are nursing, they're going to have, different keywords. And again, know the keywords for your industry. If you are in customer service, know the basic keywords for your industry. Google it, ask ChatGPT. If you're in IT and you do databases, know the keywords for the industry and position you are doing. Make that way you won't have to make big changes. You can use those generalized keywords. You can make those a staple part of your resume, because some job descriptions will share some keywords, and you want to make sure you have all those general ones in your resume, and you are only changing the keywords that are specific to the job description that you use. So, like I said, some keywords between some jobs on the industry, like for me, I know if they're going to do databases, and for my database, the jobs that I apply for, it's SQL. I have to know SQL. So I'm going to make sure every job I apply to, that SQL is on my resume, because I know SQL is one of those staple skills that you need for my job. That's a staple skill. You cannot get my job or a job like mine without that. So that is a staple skill that you must have. So start including those staple skills. That's what I call them, staple skills, the skills that you know you must have to perform your job duty, and you know what that is. Leave those on your resume. Make sure they are included all the time. So the only thing you are revamping is the keywords that are specific to that job description that you are applying for. Like I said, some of the keywords will be in common for all of those, but some of them are specific just to that job, and you want to include those ones that are specific to all jobs, like communication, teamwork, whatever. You want to make sure collaboration, those generalized words are in your resume all the time. And again, you're just changing it for those specific keywords. You're welcome, Tanya. Any more questions? And make sure you, if you like watching videos for extra money, make sure you check out the Brock's panel. They pay you for video surveys. So make sure you check them out. Also, check out King Opinion. They also do surveys. That's a new one that we got. So check out that one also. That is a new one, and it does surveys and opinion panels also. So make sure you check that one out also. Any questions? So again, we want to make sure that we are keeping intact with the resume. Like I said, you don't want to have to write the entire resume again all the time, but you do want to make sure that what you are presenting is the best that you have. So again, there will be some staple, and again, make sure you know the keywords for your industry. If you are a nurse, if you are in accounting, if you are whatever you're doing, make sure you know the keywords for that. And that will make it easier when you come back and have to tailor your resume for each job description, because you have those keywords that are specific to your industry already in your resume. You then will need to check out the keywords that are specific to that job. So you won't have to write a lot over because you have the one that is specific to your industry already. So I hope that helps someone. Any more questions? So yeah. And again, if you are not getting anything, revamp your resume. And I'm not saying redo the whole thing, but make sure you are let me see. Um, so let me ask you, are y'all looking for like a generalized customer service position? So, and again, when and I just gave this, and this is a better way to say it. When you're doing your resume, focus on the achievements. Focus on the achievements rather than the duties. So, um, that was what I was trying to say before. Focus on what you achieved. So, if you answered 100 calls an hour, put answered 100 calls an hour via whatever whatever you did, so some people on their resume would say, so if you answered questions or answered calls for Humana, and you say answered incoming calls, that will be on your resume. Answer incoming calls. Well, that is not a strong statement. That is not telling the employer anything about how you answered those calls, what was your satisfaction rate, or something with those calls. So a better thing to say would be resolved customer. Well, you could put a number on it. So let's say resolve 50 customer inquiries daily with 90% satisfaction rate, recognized by management for professionalism, or something like that. Use strong statements. Don't use those, I would say, I call them haphazard statements. So if you are customer service, we all know that you are answering some type of question via phone, something. We already know that. The employer needs to know, how did you excel at it? Yeah, you are customer service. I can tell that by just looking at the title of your job. I know you're answering some type of calls. So you need to show them how I answered calls. How was I successful at it? Um, so show the achievements, not the duties that you did, because we all do duties. Some duties are the same. A lot of people do the duties. So make sure you focus on the achievements that you did rather than just the duties. So highlight some of your achievements. Um, Another thing I would say, don't just use words like friendly, hardworking. Give examples. Give examples. So you can say like remain professional with handling of upset customers, uh, or consistently exceeded quota while maintaining, call quota while maintaining um, accuracy, things like that. I would say if you don't have a professional summary at the top, put a professional summary at the top. Some people called it, what do they used to call it before professional summary? I can't think of the name of it. Before professional summary, make sure your professional summary is strong. It highlights not only about you, but what you can do, and also put numbers, put stats in there. Like I have over 15 years of experience with whatever. I have 20 years proven, track record of la da 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 da, whatever. Make sure you are highlighting the things that, make you great. And also, if you are in like IT or something, make sure you have your the software that you use and things like that. If you have additional skill, if you have um, skills, make sure you have a skill section, and I use my skill section for like IT type things, but you can use your skill section for like customer service, customer communication, conflict resolution, data entry, team collaboration, time management, um, phone etiquette. The list goes on and on. So if you have skills that you think will be good for the position and you don't have anywhere to highlight them under your bullet points, make sure you create a skills section on your resume to highlight your skills. So, and if you are having trouble with bullet points, go to ChatGPT and say, hey, can you give me some bullet points using my resume that would, highlight my achievements? And you can go in and put the achievements that you have done and, allow ChatGPT to reformat your bullet points. So again, highlight what you have done. Don't just get caught up in your duties. Highlight the achievements. We all, like I said, we all know if you are with customer service, you answered the phone basically in some capacity, be it by email, be it by text message, or whatever medium it was, you answered a question, and you're answering a question or trying to deliver some type of answer back to the customer. So we all know what that is. So again, highlight your achievements, highlight what you have done. And make sure it is focused on one industry as far as what you are trying to do. If you are trying to, go from the warehouse to banking, make sure you say that in ChatGPT. Just don't say I'm going to customer service. Say I'm going to banking customer service, or whatever type of customer service it is, so the AI will know, hey, I'm focused on banking. We're focusing on banking customer service. We're not, and they lean to more of the foundational things that deal with banking, because all customer service is different, right? And they're all different types. Hospital customer service is different from banking customer service. Technical customer service is different from uh, fast food customer service. So again, you can say customer service, but you also need to know what industry you're looking for it for, because it's different. It's different set of skills that you may need. Some of the things you all know you will be answering questions, but the type of questions will be different. How you answer the questions will be different. What type of software you use to answer the questions will be different. So make sure you know what you're looking for. And this all comes with research and a lot of time and thinking about what your resume should look like. It should reflect you in a way that a person can look at your resume and say, hey, she knows what she's talking about in the industry she's trying to go in, or she's ready to pivot into a different industry. And again, we do that with the transferable skills. Any questions? Oh, you're welcome, Candy. Thank you for coming in, checking us out. I appreciate it. I really do. And again, if you are new and you don't have a resume, use ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, or something to create you a template. Or you can use Google Word or any word processing software. They will have a template for you to use. So please, please, please do not think that you have to be a genius get a to get a resume, or you have to hire someone um, to create you a resume. You can do it yourself, and there are tools that you can use to do it. You're welcome, Stephanie. So don't be beating yourself up or trying to reinvent the wheel again. There are tools you can use to help create, not to help create your will, to take a piece of someone else's will and use your own and make it your own. That's why I showed you the resume. And I believe that's why they put a lot of examples out here to give people a way of thinking that they wouldn't have ordinarily thought about that on their own. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you go and Google keyword strategy. The keyword strategy is, excuse me, is a strategy. It's not the only resume strategy, but it's the strategy that I use. I am not a human resource professional, never been, but this works for me. So make sure you check it out. Any more questions? Excuse me. Any more questions? How many of you use the keyword strategy? I'll eliminate the work gap. So, what was the work? How long was the work gap? So, how long is the work gap? Okay. I like Copilot. I do. Oh, it was 15 years plus. And you've been a stay at home mom and things like that. So, there are some things that you can add. I've seen it done all different type of ways. I've seen some people put like family care manager, and they highlighted the skills they did, like budgeted the logistical portion, like taking people um, to and from places, and that's appointments and things. The problem solving skills that goes with being a stay at home mom, the volunteering portion. You can do the homeschooling portion. That yeah, all that you can do. And this is what I say, Jen. I would say take that, and you could put how you can take your resume and you can say given my resume, how can I add stay at home mom? I'll just say, can you add a stay at home mom of 15 years who homeschooled, volunteered, and put all the things that you just listed here to me, put it in Chat GPT, and it will give you bullet points that will fit your specific need. And you can use, and it'll give you different job titles, you can call it. I know one of them I've seen before is like family care manager. A lot of people call it career breaks, where they, was in a career and then they took a break. So on their resume, it was like career break. Like a lot of people who were at home, maybe had a career and had a baby, and was off for work for maybe 5-10 years. I've seen career break there, where you focus on raising a family, and that was really what they had on their resume. You can explain it in a summary statement also, that you are re-entering the workforce. So in your professional statement or professional summary, you can say that you are re-entering the workforce after 15 years of dedicated to managing like household operations, budgeting, la da 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 da, and just, you can say like I'm skilled in the art of communication, conflict resolution, customer service. I can adapt to any situation, environment, things like that. Highlight those things. So, and you can ask ChatGPT, um, because to put that on your resume and in a way that will be, that will be able to gain interviews. That's not the proper words I want to say, but it is. But basically, it'll help you gain interviews. So I would definitely do that. So I hope that helps. Again, just take what you told me and put it in Chat GPT. But things keep changing and I get stuck in them. Yeah, and things do keep changing, Angela. I agree, but we got to change with them. And like I said, I've not looked for a job in a while, so I've not made any changes to my resume in a while. But again, um, I I do sometimes look at my resume and see things that I probably need to change that have been outdated and things like that. So yeah, I can see where I need to change. But I ain't planning on, unless they kick me out, I ain't planning on looking for no other job. So any more questions? I hope that helps you, Jen. I hope it helps. Any more questions? Yes, I think so, Stephanie. I have n- I have a green screen, so yeah, I know. I don't know if you can do it without the green screen. Probably not. A lot. I ordered this green screen from Amazon, but I know a lot of people um do use like a green tablecloth from Dollar Tree. I have done that. So if you can get to Dollar Tree and get one of those green plastic party tablecloths, I think they say you need two or three of them and layer them, and it works just the same. So yeah, yep. So you can get the tablecloth. It works just the same. Any more questions? Any more questions? All right, y'all. Well, I have 5 part-time positions that are hiring. Hold on. Oh, give me 1 second. That's not coming up. So I will put the link in the chat. These are 5 part-time positions that are hiring now. The first one is Working Solutions. They have a customer service healthcare verification rep. You'll handle inbound and outbound calls from prospective customers. You'll follow a script, ask screening questions, transfer to a qualified and interested callers to a licensed agent. So basically, you'll just be the go-between. This is paying a per minute rate, which is 30 cents per minute per customer interaction. You're guaranteed 39 minutes each hour. So they are guaranteeing you, hold on, let me see how much that is. So they are guaranteeing you they're guaranteeing you $11.70 an hour. So they're guaranteeing you 39 minutes, which is $11.70 an hour. And you have to be logged in for 60 minutes to get those 39 minutes of paid time. So say you were on the phone 60 minutes. That's $18 an hour. So they're paying you at least $11.70 if you don't get any calls. If you don't get any calls, they're paying you $11.70. So make sure you check that out. Number 2 is Tavala. They're hiring for a part-time customer service specialist. You'll monitor and respond to email inquiries, answer questions, and resolve via online chat. You'll answer calls and customers to provide. You'll answer calls and phone customers to provide live support. Provide tech support when troubleshooting in the app, in troubleshooting the oven or app. So Tavala, I think they make little countertop ovens. Educate customers on all aspects of service of the product. Use Zendesk and other CRM. You need to type 40 words a minute. You get excited in challenging situations. So they don't list the pay, but they are hiring part-time. So if you're looking for part-time, make sure you check them out. Charlie Health is looking for a care admin specialist part-time. And will play a crucial role in supporting operations of the organization by ensuring accuracy and completeness of patient data. You need 1 year of work experience, associate's or bachelor's degree in health sciences, or you need relevant or in a relevant field. Previous experience in healthcare administrative roles relating to data operations, strong organizational skills, and excellent communication skills, commitment to maintaining confidentiality, willingness to learn and adapt to new systems, knowledge of database systems. So make sure you check out Charlie Health. Slate is hiring for a user support specialist. You'll answer incoming customer inquiries, troubleshoot basic user issues, identify and track and communication patterns, develop automations to provide more efficient support. You need to be resourceful, independent, efficient, ability to prioritize, have a technical aptitude, strong communication skills, prior help desk experience, helpful but not required, and this pays $19 to $22 an hour. And the last one is a part-time client care coordinator. Inside Real Estate is looking for that. You will be working from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time weekly and either Saturday or Sunday. You'll be the first point of contact for all internet leads through texting and calling according to the predefined process. Learn and utilize script to help determine key information like the lead's home buying time frame, desired location, price point, interest in real estate, etc. Identify and take appropriate action based on if a lead is ready or not to speak with our client. Consistently follow up on all viable leads. You need exceptional written and verbal communication skills, experience in a customer facing role, experience in a collaborative environment, ability to form client relationships quickly. The shifts are generally 4 to 6 hours. You need at least one 4 to 6 hour weekend shift is required. Capacity to work between 18 and 25 hours. You can flex up or flex down depending on business needs. 2-week schedule is published at least 2 weeks in advance. You must have a high school diploma, 18 years of age, pass a post-offer pre-employment background check, must be able to be stationary while sitting at a computer. And this remote, you must live in Alaska, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Indiana, Idaho, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, Montana, North Carolina, New Mexico, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Wisconsin. So make sure you check them out. I did put the link in the chat. Any questions? Any more questions? Dog. Yeah, I hear my dog snoring. She is asleep. All right, y'all. Well, I am going to get off of here. Y'all have a great evening. I will see y'all tomorrow when we go live. Carolyn, I should be be here tomorrow. Y'all have a great evening. We will see y'all. Well, I will see y'all on Wednesday. Bye-bye.